Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode, Island Church Weekly Podcast. It is the week of February the 24th. We're almost through it, man. We're almost through the cold. We got another cold snap. I don't know how long this is going to last in Florida.
Up
I'm
with that.
about done with it. I'm about done with it, man. I was telling you before we recorded, I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. So hopefully what that means is it's God's way of like showing me how fortunate I am for 40-degree days.
Oh,
Because when I get there and it's 20 and I'm like, and there's a foot of snow on the ground, I'll say, you know what? 40 isn't that bad. So, oh man, how you doing today?
I'm fine, and I'm glad I'm not headed to Chicago. Although we have people that are returning home, and some of them have been with us, but they're accustomed to that. So we love our people that are in Illinois and other states up north. But woo, right now with this
Well,
cold,
right now,
this
this is not the
snow,
time of
this
year
rain,
we want to be there. That's for sure. Well, hey, how was everything this weekend at Island Church?
well, it was just a great Sunday, Matt. I took the people fishing, or I told them to go fishing, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. So it was a great service overall. Sweet spirit. Again, our people, as we speak to them even today, Matt, they just do such a
Yeah.
great job welcoming people, which sets the tone. We have people bringing refreshments, that are setting out the signs, that are greeting people at the door, that are making the name tags, that are taking care of greeting the children, and all these kinds of different parts, and they just make it all work. And people working the sound and all the kinds of things that happen. And so I just so appreciate that as the pastor of this people, and that's really good. And so that sets it up. And then Sandy and did a great job, and we've had we just renewed energy in lots of different ways in terms of our service. And so that was good. I believe this week was the week that JJ Tarter did a kind of announcement up front related to working with our upcoming events with the Easter egg hunt, and then maybe as well then our sunrise service, but particularly the Easter egg hunt. And so it's just a good service in that regard. And then I talked about going fishing. Of course, it was just a simple. Sometimes I get a little professor oriented. I don't try to do this because I'm just a broken down little baseball pitcher, but just one topic, one major point, and talk about in different kinds of ways. And so I think that was very well received. And I'm not much a great fisherman, but I know how to talk about the boats and talk about the fish and talk about what's necessary. And I've got enough stories, and so it was really really good service. And we just need to reach people. So it was a good service. Had a lot of guests with us.
Yeah.
Had people that carrying the yellow bags, right? With the first time guests. There's people returning. Maybe they're just down either for the winter or part of the winter, a few weeks, or I even had a couple this week that was from Fort DeSoto that was down visiting here. So we'll be here this week and be here next week. And so all the parts fit together. Our church does a great job, and so it's just a great service.
Awesome. Well, what's coming up in the life of the church folks need to know about?
Well, I got several things. As I mentioned, we have the Easter egg hunt coming up in early April and the sunrise service, and that'll be at 6:30 in the morning. And so get to thinking about your kiddos, thinking about if you haven't signed up to volunteer yet to help with that. We'll find something good for you to do. And
there's always a job. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 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 Okay. Awesome. Yeah. 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 Oh, very cool. Yeah. 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 Great ways to hop in. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what you can look forward to. Always good snacks. Sometimes my preaching, I always say my preaching was not always the best, but if there was good snacks or good breakfast before, covers a whole host of sins. I don't know if that's biblical. I don't know if that's Bible, but it's practical. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, just like we talked about with Easter. Yeah, just like we've talked about with Easter being I was just gonna say, just like we've talked about Easter being a great time to serve and try it out, right? And kinda take that next step if God's been prompting you. Same way with some of these groups, right? Like, if you've always been curious about these topics, it's a great way to hop in, be formed a little bit more in your biblical understanding, a little bit more in your kind of understanding of the scriptures, without having to make a long term commitment or think, oh, well, I don't know, my schedule's kind of crazy. So, yeah, I just encourage folks to take that next step, especially when we offer these kind of short term, short engagement opportunities. Perfect time to step in. And you may just find that, wow, this is great. I love this. And then you want to come to the women's Bible study every week or a men's gathering every week, or you want to get involved in a life group, right? It's a really great way to kind of test things out before we fully hop into some of the other stuff that Island Church has to offer. So, Pastor Will, how can folks be praying for the church? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. This is really good. That's the best. Yep. I love it. That's a great word. Yeah, absolutely. There's always an opportunity, that's for sure. Well, how can folks be praying for the church this week, Pastor Will? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a great theme for the day is right. Like, figure out a place to take your next step. It doesn't have to be a huge commitment, but there's always a way for you to serve, another way for you to plug in and grow in your faith. So, thanks so much, Pastor Will, for sharing with me today. Appreciate it. Always good seeing you. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you back here. Yeah. What was that? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll try to make the best of it, but I'll be back soon. So, we'll see you all next week.